Okay, as I promised that I would provide you guys a video on how to use PowerPoint. You know, PowerPoint's it's come a long way, and currently I'm using PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. Like I mentioned before, you have your default slide right here in the middle, and you also have your navigation on the left-hand side, which will show you all your slides. You have two options. You have your slides view, and you also have your outlines view. For the time being, go ahead and leave it on slides. What I like to do from the beginning is go ahead and create a design or a theme. So what I recommend doing is clicking on the design portion of the ribbon bar and choosing the theme that you like. Now, the really cool thing about putting your mouse over it is the fact that as you put your mouse over it, it allows you to preview the way you would like your design to be, or how you think it would look like. So I'm going to go ahead and choose, let's see, if you put your mouse down, you get a little more. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one, waveform. And the first slide, I'm just going to put some information about what I'm going to be talking about. And so this is my first PowerPoint. Subtitle is really up to you. I'm going to put my name. In this case, Sean Odmishi. And you have two options. You can right click on this portion right here and choose new slide, or you can always click home and choose new slide. If you click on this, you have the option of choosing what type of slide you want. The second one that I'm going to choose is title and content. Now, on this particular slide, I'm going to talk about, I don't know, for example, Linux administration. So I'm going to type in Linux administration. Okay. Once I've typed that, on the bottom part you have the option of inserting a table, a chart, smart art graphic that's available, media clip, clip art, or insert picture from file. A lot of us, we like to search for images online and using Google and so forth. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just open up my browser, and I already have a couple things open. Make a new tab. I'm going to call it, go to Google and choose images. Now I'm going to choose Linux Penguin, for example, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So let's say that the image that I like to use is this little goofy little guy right here. I'm going to click on him, and as just here's a picture of the penguin. I'm going to right click and choose copy. You don't really have to save the picture. You're going to save it to copy, which will go in your clipboard. I'm going to choose my PowerPoint again, and I'm going to right click and paste. Once I've done that, you'll notice that I now have my penguin right here. Well, what do I do with the text box behind? Well, if you click on it and you get the little anchors, now once it's selected, just push the delete key on your keyboard and that goes away. So then you can go back and align the picture as you want. Now the really cool thing about using PowerPoint 2010 is the fact that once you select the image, you automatically get the picture tools on the top part. And once you do that, you'll notice that you'll be able to put your mouse over, and as I drag my mouse from one piece to another, you'll see that the actual image is changing. Oops. Let's go ahead and choose this one, for example. So I like that one, so I'm going to use this one for my next slide. So now I'm pretty happy with this. Now I'm going to go ahead and right click again, and I'm going to choose new slide, or home, new slide, whichever way you feel comfortable doing. The really good thing about using Microsoft products is the fact that you have the ability of choosing multiple options of being able to get to the same end result or the same outcome. So in this case, you saw you can right click over here, or you can also choose over here. The next one I'm going to choose is one with a section header. I'm going to say requirements to be a Linux administrator. Okay. Make a new slide. Now for the next one, I'm going to put requirements. I'm going to select my text, and I'm going to go ahead and make it bigger. The really cool thing is once you select it, you can make the text bigger by dragging this. The second part, I'm going to go and add bullets to it, and I'm going to choose the left alignment. Let me say to your degree, Okay. Let me go ahead and first put my categories: 2-degree, industry, certification, 2 years experience. Now if you notice, when I'm typing now it's going off the screen. So in this case, for this particular theme, we're going to have to modify the colors of it. I'm going to select it, then I'm going to choose a different color so it stands out. So let's go ahead and do black, for example. And what I'll do is I'm going to modify the size of my text and make it 28 and use bullets. It's really up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to do it without the bullets just for the fun of it. Use dashes. Okay. Now once you have your couple of slides in place, you on the bottom part have the option of being able to preview the slideshow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my first slide and click on transitions. Now the really cool thing about transitions is you have the option of choosing how you want the slides to come in. So if I choose fade, it's going to fade in like that. If I push this one, it's going to do that type of effect. So you can choose which effect you want. So if I choose this one, that's fine. You have the ability of adding sound. You know, these are all different sounds you can do. Okay, I'm going to use the hammer. And you have the option of using on mouse click or after amount of seconds. So the really cool thing about this is, let's say that you're a type of person that wants to give a presentation and you really don't want to mess with actually having to click. So what you can do is you can choose the after, for example, you want to talk about the slide, so after 10 seconds the slide will change. So let's go ahead and test it out, but I'm going to use 2 seconds. And once you've done that, you can click on the slideshow preview on the bottom, and there you go. It changed after 2 seconds. So now we've actually added animation, we've added transition, and we've also added duration of when it should change the slide. So this is 2 seconds. Now I'm going to go to my next one, and I'm going to put flash, for example, and I'm going to make this change after 3 seconds. So let's go back to our first one and choose slideshow. Wait 2 seconds, and there we go. There's my second one, and wait 2 more seconds, and it should change again. And there you go. So now you've seen me add transitions and also adding the advanced slide, which is a clock. If you click on animation, you also have the option of modifying how your text comes in. So for example, let's say you want the Linux administration to fly in, or use wheels or shapes, or however you feel like, whatever design you like. So I'm going to choose, for example, fly in. I'm going to click fly in, and you notice that my Linux administration flies in, and it has a 1 byte representing that it's using that animation. If I choose a second text box, I'm going to choose swivel. Okay. Now take a look at this. Now if you notice I have a 1 and I have a 2, that means that the first click that I make, it's going to bring up Linux Administrator. The second click that I make, it's going to say requirements to be a Linux Administrator. So let's try it out. So let me go ahead and preview that. Okay, so it should change after 2 seconds. Okay, now you're going to see that I have a blank slide. If I click, Linux Administrator shows up as 1. Requirements to be a comes up as part 2. So in this video we've demonstrated how to add slides, how to add text, how to add an image, how to add the transitions, and also the advanced timing portion of it. If you have any additional questions, you're more than welcome to email me at sean.ogmishi@hccs.edu. But for the most part, I would strongly recommend playing with it, getting a feel for it, and practicing. Hope you guys like the video. Thanks.